freedommunitions.com. Your online ammunition destination presents The High Road with Keith Warren.
We hunt for different reasons, but it's more than just the kill.
First off, I'm grateful to be an American, to live in a country that still has country like this. Wide open, wild stuff, and I love it.
It's about the experience, freedom, passion, and adventure. For me, hunting is the ultimate pursuit.
We need to get out of here. This is danger zone.
Who was the big bear?
A connection with nature that only a hunter can experience. I've spent my entire life perfecting my skills, braving the elements in pursuit of my prey. The wild is where I belong. I'm Keith Warren, and like you, I live for the hunt. Join me and take the high road. Today we're in the Michigan Northwoods at Legends Ranch, and we'll be going along with some special hunters on the first deer hunt of the season.
We are located in western Michigan, about an hour and a half north of Grand Rapids. We hunt a mixed hardwood pine forest and a lot of swamps, which is great habitat for whitetail bucks. Every year, we do a youth challenge hunt here at Legends Ranch. What we do is we invite disabled kids to come out and harvest a buck of their lifetime and create lifelong memories. The first thing that we do when the kids arrive is we have an orientation, we have a great lunch, and then we go out to the shooting range and sight everybody in.
If it's on target for you, let me know if it needs to go up or down.
Okay. Where you from? Georgia.
My name is Christy McSimoff, and my son is Payton McSimoff. Payton was born with Costello syndrome. It's a rare genetic disorder that only 250 people in the world have. There's not a lot known about this. We learn more every day. With everything that he goes through, he's an extremely happy kid that loves the outdoors.
Fire in the hole! Awesome. Great. We're on, bud. We're good.
My name's Travis Wally, and I'm here with my stepson, Gabe Sessions. Gabe suffers from muscular dystrophy. Although Gabe's condition has been challenging to the family, we try to focus on the positives and move forward each day, knowing that he's touched a lot of people in our community, and every day continues to be an adventure.
We do this hunt because these kids are special. They've been through a lot, their families have been through a lot, and that's just a little part of what we can do to make some memories for what they've been through.
Good job.
Nice shot.
Here's a little tip that'll help you keep stuff in your ice chest cooler longer. You'll notice I have a block of ice here in a vacuum sealed bag. Here's what I like to do. I'll use my Game Saver unit and I'll custom make a plastic bag. I'll seal one end, fill the bag with water, and then seal the other end, giving it a little bit room for expansion. I'll take the bag and I'll lay it in the freezer overnight, and it'll turn into a solid block of ice. At that point, I can wind up taking it, putting it in my ice chest, and it keeps the stuff in there colder longer. And plus, at the same time, if you ever run out of water, once it's thawed out, all you need to do is take your pocket knife, cut a hole in there, and you got plenty of nice fresh water. It's a pretty good tip to keep stuff in your ice chest cooler longer.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Reconics, 10X high-performance hunting gear, Record Rack Deer and Elk Feed, Burt Coyote's Luminoc, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, Tannerite, and Bloodsport, the bleeding edge of archery. The High Road will be right back. Tannerite brand binary exploding rifle targets presents viewer feedback.
All right, this one comes from a viewer that watched one of our shows, or maybe multiple shows on YouTube. Her name is Amber. She says, "Hey, a-hole." Now, we cleaned this up, so anyway. "Hey, a-hole, you disgust me. Hunting is stupid and so unnecessary in our modern society. Get out of the Stone Age, D-head. It's the 21st century, and there's no need in our world now for hunting. How do you think these animals feel about hunters? First off, I'm sorry I disgust you. I hope I don't disgust anybody. But you know what? What disgusts me is stupid people. Amber, let me just tell you something. I don't think these animals think anything except they're probably grateful for hunters. Because without hunters, they wouldn't have habitat and they wouldn't have life. Because if you don't have the habitat, the animals aren't going to have any place to live. And I question what you or any of the other people that probably feel like you have ever done for habitat, much less for animals. So Amber, I appreciate you watching and taking the time to send me that. And you probably didn't think I was going to answer it, did you?
It's late August. These kids are harvesting management bucks. It's part of our management plan of taking out the management bucks at the beginning of the season. We are also providing them an opportunity to shoot more does and to give them more time in the stand.
With Gabe's condition, he's kind of limited on the things that he can do. Hunting is something that has been a big part of my life and something that I can pass down to him. And with the opportunity to come out here at Legends and shoot a nice whitetail, it's something that both of us will remember and take with us.
My husband, Chad, works at an outdoor shop, and he has a huge interest in hunting. My son, Payton, became interested in hunting. Payton is an avid sports fan, but he's always been on the outside looking in, not willing to participate. With hunting, it is something that he can do sitting side by side with his dad. He loves it. He is so proud of himself when he's able to get himself an animal.
That's a good buck, yep. He's right in that 130 spot. He's a beautiful, beautiful animal. You ready, buddy? Remember, nice, easy trigger pull. You got it. Nice and steady, buddy. Nice shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy. Nice shot. Good job. Attaboy, Payton. That is like a 7-year-old animal. That is gorgeous.
That was great.
Good job, man. Love you, okay? I love you. Look at that, buddy. Here, I'll set you down. You go put your hands on that animal.
I just want to say that the Legends Ranch here does a great thing for these kids out here. Tonight, this nice buck came in and Payton got the job done. So it's a blessing what the Legends Ranch does up here. And I can't be more proud of my son at this moment right now. It's a great buck he harvested tonight. Good job, buddy.
Legends Ranch is a creation of what my grandfather tried to put together back in 1998. He wanted a place to bring his friends and family to be able to manage the future of whitetail deer and to try to harvest quality deer.
The best thing about being here is that Payton is just normal. We're not being judged. Everybody's treated the same, and it's fantastic.
The ranch here at Legends is fantastic. The staff is wonderful. Everybody has been very friendly. It's a place, this is something that we will never forget.
Legends Ranch isn't just about the hunting, it's about the full experience. It's the food, it's the thought, it's the prayer that goes into everything.
You know, a lot of people have good days and they have bad days, and hopefully you have more good days and bad days. But if you think you're having a bad day, hang around with the people that are hunting on this show. They have some challenges every single day. And I look at the attitudes and I see smiles on their faces. I'm thinking we can learn a lot from them. And not just from them, but we can look at their families, look at their mothers, and look at their fathers or grandfathers, it's not always good days for them either, because they've got to take care of those people, and they love those people, and they wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Armasight, Nemo Arms, the entire line of Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing systems, BSA Optics, Gammo Adult Precision Air Rifles, and FreedomMunitions.com, your online ammunition destination. The High Road will be right back.
Feral hogs have been a problem for landowners for years in many parts of the country. And anyone who's ever seen the damage that they can cause knows that they damage habitat at an alarming rate. Over the years, I've hunted feral hogs just about every way imaginable, and I'm still amazed at how prolific these animals are. Feral hogs are smart too, and once you put the hunting pressure on them, they really get smart. Most of the time, feral hog movement is best for the hunter in low light conditions, as hogs tend to become more vulnerable under the cover of darkness. That's why more hunters, landowners, and land managers are turning to night vision and thermal vision equipment to reduce the numbers of feral hogs. You've seen us use night vision and thermal equipment on our shows before, and we've had some incredibly successful hunts. The equipment that we use is made by Armasight, and it's the most technologically advanced thermal and night vision equipment on the market today. From military applications to nighttime surveillance to hunting, there's something in the Armasight product line that'll help you get the job done if the job requires seeing under the cover of darkness. I've used both night vision and thermal equipment on a variety of different firearms and always enjoy being able to take hunting to the next level, and I still can't believe how effective these products are for the nighttime hunter. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mount a thermal unit on top of this crossbow. The thermal unit easily and quickly attaches to any Picatinny rail system, whether it's on a crossbow like this or whether you have it on an AR style rifle. Make sure you just get your eye relief set up correctly. Once you find the spot for your proper eye relief, position it on the rail, then attach it on. It's that simple. Now what we need to do is get it sighted in. I'll put my target about 20 yards in front of me, and I'll make sure and have a big backstop on my first shot for sure to make sure I'm not sending an arrow if I miss into the wild blue yonder. You'll notice I have a piece of tin foil that I have taped on the target. You're reaching for tin foil because the thermal vision unit reads the heat off the tin foil, and you can see it very easily in the unit. This particular unit has a little short rail on the side. The purpose is to mount a DVR recording unit. What I'll do is I will just attach it to the side on this little rail, and I'm going to plug the end of it right here into the unit itself. Next, we'll turn it on by depressing this button right here. We're going to turn on our record deck, and what you'll be able to see is exactly what I'm looking at through the thermal unit itself. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and cock it, and we're going to take a shot. Take careful aim. As you can see, I shot about 7 inches left and about 1 inch high. All right, so here's how we're going to make an adjustment now. We're going to go into the menu. I can scroll through. I'm going to hit bore sight, enter, and at this point you can see in the bottom I've got windage elevation. I'm going to get the crosshairs exactly where I want the arrow to hit. Adjust the crosshair over to where the arrow hit. And then you exit the menu. We're going to cock it, shoot one more time, and it should be dead on. That's how easy it is to sight in a crossbow with a thermal device. Coming up next, we head to South Texas on a hog hunt. A question I'm often asked is, what do I look for when I'm purchasing hunting apparel? I want something that's high quality and it'll hold up in the toughest of conditions. I want something that's comfortable and breathable and moves well with me when I'm on a spot and stalk or climbing into a tree stand. And I want something that's quiet. That's why I choose the 10X brand of high performance hunting gear. And 10X Well, they've come up with a high quality, incredibly comfortable, and ridiculously quiet top-end camo outerwear. Give your hunting gear what I call the sound test. Does it swish when you rub it together? Does it crinkle when you move? Because if you can hear it, the deer can hear it too. Most hunters don't take that into consideration when they purchase their hunting apparel. For me, I choose hunting apparel that is specifically designed for high-performance hunting. It has to be comfortable, it has to be breathable, it has to fit nicely, and it has to be quality. And it has to be 10X high-performance hunting gear.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Liberty Safe, OpticsPlanet.com, Darton Archery, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, Blue Rock Outfitters, and Shadow Hunter Blinds. Elevators. The High Road will be right back.
This crossbow is made by Darton. It's the Toxin 180. It has a compact tactical stock and high energy limb system. It'll send a 400 grain arrow downrange at 400 feet per second. This crossbow has Darton's patented dual sync cam system, and the short overall length makes the 18-inch power stroke easy to cock. And it features a Picatinny rail up on top, which is perfect for mounting either a scope, which the package crossbow comes with a scope, or a thermal unit like what we have here. Earlier I showed you how to mount the thermal unit on top of the crossbow and get it sighted in. If you missed that, you may want to go to my YouTube channel where we have hundreds of videos. Make sure and check it out and subscribe. Now it's time to get serious. I'm going to introduce you to my daughter Matti, who is a veteran crossbow shooter, and I'm going to let her take a few shots with this piece of equipment, and then we're going to head to the field.
I've been around crossbows pretty much my whole life, and I started shooting them around the age of 6 or 7. And I like them so much because I used to be scared of rifles. I attribute me hunting to the crossbow. It was the perfect tool to get me into it. It wasn't loud, it didn't kick, and it made me love it. It made me love hunting, but now I shoot everything, but the crossbow, it still holds a dear place in my heart. Crossbows are really fun to hunt with because you get the best of both worlds. They're kind of set up like a rifle, but they also have all the aspects of archery hunting with a compound bow. This crossbow is set up a little different. It's got a thermal unit on it, and I've used thermal before, but never on a crossbow, so this will be real fun. I've taken quite a few shots with this now, and it was fun, but now I'm ready to head to the field. This is my favorite time of the year. It's really green, there's colorful flowers. It's starting to get warm down here in South Texas, and we're at one of my favorite places, Great Texas Hunts. They just set up a new blind. We're the first people to sit here, and they say there's a ton of hogs, but I believe them, because look at this. They've been rubbing up against here, itching themselves, I guess. And we've got a great setup over here. You'll see we've got a Reconyx camera about 20 yards out with some corn around there. There's great wind, so we're hoping we can make some magic.
You can actually tell where the mud's on them. Look at that.
Yeah, it's like darker, I guess, in the thermal.
Yeah. Look at that.
Listen to them.
They're fighting. Look at them fighting. All right. Do you feel steady?
Very. One thing I'm worried about is that when you're hog hunting, if you're at the right place, there's hogs everywhere. They're all over each other, and it's hard to get a clear shot. And since this crossbow is so powerful, it'll be really hard to make sure that one's away from all the others.
Okay, good. What I want you to do, let's pick one out. The problem is if you're not careful, you're going to shoot more than one with one shot.
Yeah. Okay, the one on the far right, are you on him?
Yeah, okay, now slide it on fire now. Go ahead, put it on fire. There you go. All right, now just wait. Okay, his head's behind that one, right?
Yeah.
On the far right.
Yes. Okay, he's clear now. You ready?
Okay. Anytime you're ready.
That was perfect.
Let's give it a minute and we'll go out there and see what you got. That was nice. What do you think about that setup?
This is perfect. My two favorite things combined. I couldn't be happier.
This is a really good hog. He's perfect eating size. He's not too big, he's not too small. He's kind of rough looking. That's good. But I love this. I'm so excited because I came home for Easter break and my dad was like, so I have a surprise for you. We're gonna go night vision hog hunting with thermal, which I'm used to, but then he said we're gonna do it on the crossbow, which I got super pumped for because I've never done this before. It's a cool combo. They're my two favorite things, and I think there's a promising future for both of them. The cool thing about this is that hogs come out at night. They're usually pretty smart, so if you have a place with a lot of hogs and you never see them during the day, you need to invest in some of this equipment. That's pretty good shot placement right behind the shoulder, and he only went about 50 yards. My shot was only about 20 yards out, but I could not find my arrow, and that's because the crossbow technologies have evolved so much. They're so fast and powerful, it's crazy. So I lost my arrow, but I was using a Bloodsport arrow with a Gravedigger broadhead, so it was a great combo. If you're wondering where I'm hunting, I'm at Great Texas Hunts, and I've been here a lot lately. I love it. It truly is great. They've got everything. They've got whitetail, they've got lots of hogs, they have turkeys. It's perfect.